Hey, what's up, friends? It's your boy, Mr. Miles again. Okay, and welcome back again to this channel. In this video, you just have to you just have to pay a lot of attention because I'm going to be showing you about the real clothings of where to find your entries using pure price action. Okay, and I'm also going to be generalizing and trying to analyze for you the markets. So I'm gonna kind of make things very easy for you. Okay. So if you're new to this channel, hey man, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And in this channel, I do make videos on how basically to be consistent in the forex market and to make money and trade forex as a full-time job, full-time career. So welcome back again to this channel, and don't forget that this video is being sponsored by Xness. Xness is one of the leading top brokers that you can use to trade forex. What you can do is just check the link below the description, click on the link and open yourself a trading account. Okay, if you also need more of my videos or more of my help, check on the website, check on the last link about my website and open it, and maybe you can check it. You can find more content there. So we're going to be using, I think we shall be using EURUSD. This EURUSD. And one thing that I want you to know is, before I start the trade, is number one thing, guys, which is very important before you start a trade. The key things that you ask yourself, very important key things that you ask yourself. The number one key thing that you have to ask yourself is the trend. Okay, the trend. That is the number one key thing that you have to ask yourself. Before taking any trade, first look at the trend. And you can do that by looking at H1 or H4. Okay. Now, let me show you an example here. Just a minute. Okay. Let me show you an example here. When I'm talking about the trend, it's very like people say, like, the trend is your friend. Yes, you don't have to trade against the trend. And let me show you how you can know your trend. Okay, you know very well that, like, let's start with a bullish trend. I don't know, this color is not good, guys. Let me use, I think, a red color. Yeah. Yes. So let's begin with a bullish trend. Now we have two types of trends, the bullish and the bearish trend. You know very well the bullish trend comprises of higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. So this is how you're going to know that this is a bullish trend. Let me give you a simple trick on how to know that this trend is bullish. I want you to look at the pullbacks. You know, these are the pullbacks. Okay. And then this is the real trend. Okay. Pullback, real trend. I want you to look at the lengths. The lengths. Let me repeat again. I want you guys to understand this. This is, let's say it's a bullish trend. Pullback, higher high, pullback, higher high. You look at the pullback and you look at the real trend. Look at the lengths. So if you want to know that this is a bullish trend, I want you to look at the lengths. If the lengths of this, if you see that the length of this point of the real trend is more higher, is more longer than the length of the pullback, then you can know that the trend is still strong. But to some point, when you reach a point where you see that the pullback is getting almost the same size to that of the real move, then I think the buyers are getting kind of short in the markets. Okay. The same thing happens to when you're dealing with a bearish trend. Of course, when you're dealing with the same thing happens to when you're dealing with a bearish trend. You can do that by checking on also the sizes, like the lengths of this, the pullback and the real trend. And number one thing also that I have to show you is when you see the trend, we are going to look at the charts, an example here. When you see the trend, like, let me say, you see a bullish trend comprises of higher highs, okay? Higher highs. You know, the market can never move straight. It moves this way, like it moves making higher highs, support. You see now, this point here is support, support. A support point is just the point where market gains more strength to continue in the direction that it is going. Like this now can be our resistance number one. Then you see those ones opposing the direction are already less. Okay, there are few. So you can see market gains more strength and more momentum. At this point is where the momentum is generated, and at the support level, so that it pushes price to the next higher high. Okay, so if you look at a characteristic of a trend for you to trade, you have to know that, can I spot like 2 previous higher highs if I'm trying to look for a bullish trend? If you're able to spot like 2 previous higher highs, like this point and this point, then you can know that I think this was a bullish market. Okay, you can know this was a bullish market, because let me give you an example here. Let's say this is our higher high. Here is our higher high, and here is our higher high. Okay, so if this is our higher high, let's mark our order block first, because order block is going to guide us in a point where we are going to move in an order flow. You know, order flow is just like a trend. So let me draw the order block. So if this is our higher high here, look for the last bearish candle. You can see that. Okay, then this again. Okay, and then this again, our higher high. This is this, and we also have this higher high here. Look for the last bearish candle. Is this small candle? If you don't know how to draw order blocks, I'll leave a comment video on how to draw order blocks. So you can see this point, that you can see very well that what we are doing here is with this our higher high, and you can see that price is respecting our order flow. Okay, when price respects our order block, it means the order flow also is being respected. Therefore, that trend is still a continuation trend. You get that? That trend is still a continuation trend. And I'm also going to show you something very, very easy here. You see, when price is moving up, okay, higher highs, and this is a bullish order flow. And if this is our support point, of course, this is our support point where price gains more momentum to move price to the next higher high. We expect price to bounce to this point and also move up, okay? But if price breaks this support level here, okay, it means our support level has been broken. So when our support level has been broken, it disorganizes the trend. Remember, a trend, we are in a series of higher highs. We are only in a series of higher highs. Higher high. We don't expect anything to break the support point, because our support point is just like when you have your house. When you have your house, you know, houses have got pillars, and let me say pillars or frames. They help the house to stand. If a pillar is removed, it means that house it's gonna collapse, or maybe the structure might change, it might bend to the other side. So that's why I'm trying to say that when you see this our support level, the support level has to be respected. If the support level is not, if the support level is broken, like failed to be respected, like this point here, the pullback became so marked that it broke our support level, then there is a high chance of a reversal. Okay, but sometimes price can reverse to this point where we now have our breaker. Okay, if you don't know how to draw out the things of a breaker, I'll come one day, I'll pin the link on how to mark your order blocks and breaker and how to use them. So most of the time, we now expect price to retest here and start a new journey of a new trend. Or sometimes it even might move up here to form either a head and shoulder, or sometimes it might move up to the top wick to what we call the source. Okay. All this happens according to the entries that you guys have put in the market. The dealer is going to move the market according to your entries. He might retest up to here, then move down. Why does he retest up to here and does not retest up to here? The reason why he retests up to here, it's because few people have not seen the sell yet. There are few sell entries that people have ordered, few sell entries, and there are many people who are buying the trade. So he's just going to take it slowly from you. But if he sees that, hey, there are so many people who are starting to sell, then he will move either up to this point, like to form a head and shoulder, or up to the source. Okay, when you see price retesting up to the right double top here, it means price has retested to the source. You get that? So let me show you something that you also have to know. You see, in trading, you ought to be very careful. You ought to be very careful. Sometimes I might be talking about source. Let's say like this, price is moving down. Then we have a W pattern. Yes, okay. Then we are saying that yes, structure, the support level has been broken. Okay. Then again, from there it breaks, then it continues to move also. So I want you to be careful about all these things. You understand me? You understand me? I hope you understand me. So I want you to know one thing. If a lower low is, if price fails to break let's say this our last lower low, then this one was supposed to be a lower low, we could break this one here. If this lower low is not being broken by this one, then put a question mark. It means we have few sellers to push the price to the next lower low. Therefore, it's not going to break this lower low unless maybe it can pull back and gain more momentum before it comes in. Does that so, okay? So let's go to the charts. Let me show you. Just a moment. Yeah, so I want you to see this is EURUSD. And if you've been if you're not in my Telegram channel, you can just also check the link in the description and you can join the free Telegram channel so we can move together. So this is EURUSD. I want you to see EURUSD, that EURUSD has been bearish for a long time. This has been a long bearish movement, long bearish move, okay? Long bearish move. You can see that long bearish move until it reaches to a point where you can see it has been all a long bearish move. Let me start from here. Sorry. Let me start from here. It has always been a long bearish move. Let me just start marking from here. I want to show you something. You can see these are our lower lows. Let me show you something. Lower lows. Lower lows. And this is a very significant lower low. The reason why I'm calling significant lower low is, why is it that there is no lower low breaking this point? And why? So it means this point is like, it's okay. Let me give you an example. It's like the reason why I'm calling this point significant lower low. It's just like you when you go to, just like any market, like when I'm talking about ask price and the bid price, okay? Ask price and the bid price. Let's say for me, I'm saying that, no, man, if you want to buy this, maybe my laptop, you have to be having this amount of money. That is the price that I'm setting. And it comes that everyone who wants to buy cannot reach that point of price, okay? So I'm trying to mean that the price is being respected, like that price, no one can buy at, so no one can buy that item at that price. So it therefore means that I'm trying to mean that this point is kind of so much respected, because why is it that there is no lower low even just coming close to this price? 1.19 to 1.11929. So it therefore means that I have to pay so much attention to this point, to this pair, okay? And you see even very well that price kind of broke the structure of the market and behaving like as if it's coming back. And let me show you what's happening. I want you to see this, okay? You see that there is something very funny about EURUSD. It has been playing for this H4, it has been playing. Look at all this big ranging market. What do you think these guys are planning? They are now collecting orders at this point. They are collecting orders. Price is moving up, down, up for like 3 days, or more than even 3 days. This more than 3 days. I think a week. Price is moving up just in the same position for a week. Then today is when it broke. We even had that trade signal for free. It broke this point and now it is coming back. And when it comes back, it's not again reaching this point here. Now, let me explain to you something. I want you to, you see, trading is just not learning. It's all about understanding the moves of the big man, okay? Because these guys are going to move the market according to your entries, according to your lots, according to the amount of money in the market. Why is he delaying this point? Why? Why is he doing this? Remember, these guys are also given a standard that, man, you know, this time you're buying shares of EURUSD, but we want you to move EURUSD this month to a point of maybe 3,000 pips. Let's say maybe 2,000 pips. So for him, it takes his time. So maybe he takes his time like this for a full week, then just like in a few days after, now this time he's collecting orders. Now I know most traders here lost a lot of money because I was seeing so many people were saying sell EURUSD, sell EURUSD. Then a few are buying. So you can see what is happening in EURUSD. So I call this type of lower low significant lower low because I'm not seeing any other lower low taking this lower low. Okay, and watch that price is delaying so much before taking this lower low. It means this price is very significant. This price is very precious. I call it very precious. It means the asked price is too much. The asked price is too much. Okay, the asked price is too much. That's what I'm trying to mean. It's just like when you're in a casino, man, you're betting, like you guys bet, I don't know whether you guys bet, and I ever betted also, you're in a casino and you reach a point where these guys are, someone is putting that, okay, when you, someone is putting a price for you to win something, and you also want you to put the same price, but you cannot afford that price. This is just like this. Someone is putting the price for you that, you know, when you win this, you take this watch of maybe 3,000 USD, okay? And for you, you also need to drop the 3,000 USD because this, it's like gambling, okay? But now you cannot afford this price. That's why I call it significant price. Now, what we see about EURUSD is, let me first delete this. I hope you guys, you're understanding. If you need me to make about something because we are not perfect. If I might have forgotten something and you want me to make about that stuff, you can tell me that, Miles, there is something I want you to really make a video about, then I can set some time and make the video. Okay. Now I want you to see these points. I want you to see this is also the same thing is happening in daily. Okay. In daily. Then in weekly, you can see what's happening in weekly. Okay. And then let's see what happened in the previous month. In the previous month, you can see the type of candle that the buyers were kind of very strong. So we kind of expect a bullish move. Yes, because we expect this month we expect this candle here to close in a bullish way, like at this point, maybe to close at that point, but not a bearish candle. Okay. To me, let me be honest with you guys. What I'm expecting is this. I'm expecting that this new candle, which is red here, will not close this price, will not close below this price, 1.324. I'm expecting that it won't close, but I'm expecting it to move up. Okay, to move up. That is what I'm expecting it, because this is a very strong bullish momentum. If such things happen in high time frames, it's really very, very strong. So guys, just a moment. It's really a very strong bullish momentum. But you see, what you have to pay attention is, yeah, GBP, EURUSD, you see, I just drew that, and you can see how prices are respecting our weekly resistance. You can see our price is kind of, so what I'm expecting is, I don't expect any pair, of course. I don't expect any candle to close below this price, 1.1324, because that price is very significant. Let's check it on H1. On H1, you can see the way it's looking like on H1. It's kind of very clear on H4. You can see what it's looking like on H1. So what I can just tell you guys is, you can see this. You can see it has been a ranging market for a very long time, but this low is being respected so much here. So what I can advise you is that we have to keep looking at buys on EURUSD. Yeah, a long buy next month, and also this month on EURUSD. So guys, let me try to end this video. And I wish you the best.